Hi, I'm going to share a few tools that will help you stay a little bit organized um, with your assignments. So, right built into Google Classroom, there's a few things that will help. The first thing is the to-do list. If I click on the to-do list, I'm going to have all of my assignments that I have to do. Well, clearly, I've done everything. I don't have anything this week. And if there were more, I'd want to click right here on the arrow. So always be sure to click on the arrow to make sure you're seeing everything that is there. Okay, that's one way to do it. Now, more specifically, I can break it down by class. So if I go into my demonstration class right here, and then I go to my classwork, I can go to view my work. And once I go to view my work, you can see I have a full list. And as the semester goes on, yeah, that's going to be pretty much overwhelming because I can see what I turned in, I can see what I'm missing, I can see what the teacher graded. So if I want to only see what I'm missing, let me click here. Look, I'm missing these three assignments in this particular class. I know I have to do those. I can click on it right here, open up that assignment, view the details, and see what I'm supposed to do. So everything is right there. It tells me what I have to do. And then if I did it, and I'm like, wait, I did it, passed it in. I just forgot to tell everybody I was doing. You can click mark as done right here, and then it's going to show up as completed. Okay, so that's another way. Let's go back a little bit more. I'm going to go back to my class here. I was back under classwork, so view my work. I can do it this way. I can do it. Now, these are my topics. I'm sorry, classwork. I was under view my work. Here I can go. I can see what was returned. I can see everything that was assigned. So this shows just about everything. Again, when you go into missing, make sure that you click on the arrow. So I see if I can find an example, because what I've seen, and some of them, is that little arrow there. If you don't click on it, you're going to be missing a few things. So you want to click on the down arrow to open it up and make sure you can see everything there. Another tip, let's go back to my classes here. Another thing you can do is use the calendar right here. I haven't done to review. I'll have to see what review is if you need to pass that in. That might be what a teacher has turned that back to you. And then the last thing is the calendar. Now, if a teacher, come on, let's go back to my classes. Hold on. Classes. If a teacher has assigned something with a due date, it will show up on your calendar here. Now, I don't have anything with a due date here, but and I'm not really sure how much has a due date. But if, for instance, your teacher does not use Google Calendar, it doesn't show up, you can always you can add a new event. So this is the calendar in Google Calendar. If they don't use this, I can look at it here and open. I believe that opens calendar. You can go to, see, this is classroom calendar, but this also shows, if you go to your drive, it also shows up here. Come on, under calendar. If I'm looking for my waffle here, I don't seem to see my waffle. So there we go. It also shows up over here on the sidebar. There's your calendar here. So this is a quick way. What I like to use is my task. So if it doesn't show up on your calendar and you want to help yourself remember to do something, you can go to task, and then you can add a task. This is really hard. I'm not seeing it as I usually do on my Chromebook, folks. So it's a little bit tricky. So I go to task. It's loading, takes a few minutes. I haven't used it yet on this one. I do use it on this is a student computer, but I do use it on my regular computer. I say add a task, and I can say English essay, and I can then edit that, and I can add all kinds of details. I can say when it's due, right? So I can say it's due the 18th. Great. but I want to add subtask, right? So I want to do, I want to piece this out for myself. So I might want to just kind of do the intro, and then supporting, let's just list anything I might want to do. Um, Supporting paragraphs, let's say that. And then maybe another thing I know I have to do is my works cited. So, you can add subtask here and it will show up. Now this will show up on your calendar, but you can do it every day if you want. You can go in and you can say, oops, I have to do it here. And now that it's on there for December 18th, I can go in, and after I've done the paragraph, I can just check it off. After I've done the supporting paragraphs, I can check that off. So let's see what it looks like in my calendar. I'm going to go back here. Let's go back to my calendar and see if that's going to show up now. Here we go, a little bit slow, but it should show up right under my task on the 18th. It's not showing up just yet, but I can definitely set it, and we can find where that is, where my task, there it is, English essay. So when I look at my calendar, if I had other classes that use Google Classroom, I want to be sure those classes are turned on over here. So I want to be sure all of my current classes are turned on right here. Okay? And that's how I can get everything going. All right, I hope this helps.